Should be live. Hopefully we are. The YouTube, it always seems to lag a little bit. I press go live on my recording software, and then it takes like, I don't know, almost a minute to hit the go live button on YouTube. But anyway, happy Sunday. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's pause my live stream. Let's say good morning to a few. Ferris, good morning. Happy Sunday. Nathan, David, Tim, how's it going? Albert, good morning. Oh, I forgot to test out your VPN. Crap. I'll have to do that today. Zach, Ham. Hope everyone is staying warm. Going to get very cold again. I hope not. Today it's supposed to be fairly warm here. Let me take a look. So it's going to be okay. It's going to be 2 degrees, which is pretty warm. We have a snow squall warning. But that's okay. We're going to take the cats for a walk in their stroller, I think. Live chat. Jim, how's it going? Rob, good morning. Richard, good morning. My office is a little bit of a mess. I'm going to be actually, I'll get into that in a bit. We're going to be I'm going to be reorganizing it and moving a bunch of things around. Ryan Sharp. Hey, Cody, did you see the last episode? The last episode of what? Dexter, maybe? I'm not too sure what you're asking. If we're talking about Dexter, yes, I did, and it was absolutely amazing. Kenzo, good morning. Jamie, good morning. Good afternoon. Yes, it would be the afternoon in the Great Britain or the UK. Well, it's morning for me, somewhat morning. I guess it's around lunchtime now. It's 11 a.m. here. Yes, I did. Well, so tonight, I don't know, is tonight the season finale? The last episode of Dexter, no spoilers, was my favorite episode ever. It was great. How's The Witcher? So yes, I have been playing. If you guys are in my Discord, I guess when I play the Witcher or games on my computer, you'll see what I'm playing. The Witcher 3 is awesome. I put about 40 hours into it. I wasn't expecting it at all, and it was crazy. It was so cool. I really liked it. Russell, good morning. Yes, I'm looking forward to the doorbell as well, and we'll kind of talk about it. Hotwire, good morning. So I got around to finally mounting 2 of my guitars on the wall. Actually, I just bought a new bass yesterday. So I got this yellow guy right there. I barely played that. That's my favorite guitar that I have right now. This other one's, I think, an Epiphone SG. That's the first guitar recently that I got. How do I move over? And then right there is the new bass that I bought. I used to be a pretty big Blink-182 fan, and I was watching Mark Hoppus live on Twitch playing, and I decided it's about time that I get a bass again. Let's see. Here in Germany, it is 5 o'clock. Awesome. Josh from Texas. Probably warm there, I would assume. Is the doorbell PoE? They have a PoE adapter. But I don't know how you're going to fit that PoE adapter in the wall. We could kind of go over the video. I'll just turn the sound off when the video's playing. Ed, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you. So there's only one more guitar that I should buy for 2022. I'm getting in trouble for buying too many guitars, but anyway. Okay, so let's look at a couple of new things. I talked about it last week. If you're here in the live stream, Ubiquiti did come out with a couple new accessories. So if you're in the United States, it may be in the UK as well. I'm not in the United States. But they came out with, we'll start with the smart sensor. So it would be a smart sensor for, what is it? I don't have one yet. I'm hoping to get one. But it's a temperature sensor, humidity, ambient light sensor, alarm sound sensor. So it seems like it could do quite a bit. Magnetic entry sensor. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to try to get, I've emailed my contact, but I don't know if they're going to get back to me on this. I would like to get like 4 of these. And then the lighting is off in this room. And then this is the long range Ethernet repeater, which I'd really like to try. So they've daisy chained up to 9 of them. And let's see, units connected to endpoint devices using, oh, it says 10. So you could go about a kilometer. Is that a kilometer? Maybe more than a kilometer. Oh yeah, so 1 kilometer with an Ethernet link, which is amazing. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So I can't wait to try that out. I have a bunch of different boxes of cable in my garage. So we'll go for, 1,000 feet or longer and see how well it works. Where are we? Yes, hit the thumbs up button. We got 69 people here and 12 likes. Where are we going here? Ego, how's it going? You make it sound like the injector is required over switch port PoE. So it's a PoE. I don't really know much about it. I mean, I know as much about it as everybody here. Ooh, where the heck's Ubiquiti? Whoops. We'll watch the video in a minute. I'll just turn I'm gonna turn the volume off on it. And I'll just kind of find what I think is interesting. It's just this massive PoE injector. I don't know how you would fit it in your wall. I'll be powering mine up with just the normal 2-conductor doorbell wire. Oh, Rob, yeah, either that, so you open up the wall to put this PoE injector in, but then when you're going to patch the wall, if you ever have to service it, you're going to have to cut your wall open again. Vito, good morning. From New York. Stan, good morning. If you drop a cat or a cat 6 drop at the doorbell, you could twist. Yeah, you could twist the pairs together. You could do that. I think Willie did a video on it. Willie Howe. They seem to be crazy. Which seem to be crazy compared to TP-Link? The doorbell, or the access points, or just like the whole ecosystem? Yeah, I couldn't order it because I'm in Canada, so we don't have early access here in Canada, which, I mean, I can't do videos on early access anyway. The only reason we could talk about these that are in EA is because Ubiquiti publicly released it. I don't even talk about the price in my videos. Teowo? I probably butchered that, but good morning. So they did have, okay, so that's one big thing I missed in my video, and if you watch Crosstalk's video as well, he missed it. So let me see. They had it in here somewhere. It was under, where the heck's the thumbprint? Was that like a minute 20 something, I think? Here, I'll just let it play. But they had it like a little asterisk in the bottom corner. Let's take a look here. I think it's going to be really cool. Oh, here we go. You may not be able to, I don't know if we'll be able to see it. See right down below here, Unify smart lock required. So when I was doing the video, I didn't see that. I would have talked about it. I knew about it because people posted my Discord and things like that. But I would have talked about it if I would have seen that. So we'll see. They'll probably release a video on that shortly on their YouTube channel, I would assume. Mike, no problem. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it. So things like that, they're going to sell out extremely quick. I mean, anything Ubiquiti is selling out really quick right now with the supply chain issues. But anything EA will sell out immediately. I think it was like 5 minutes that it took, 5-10 minutes. Do they not? I don't even know of any good doorbells that support PoE and OnVIF. The sensor doesn't actually glow, it's just black. I don't know. A lot of people have been asking about this right here. I need to get that software that Lawrence System or Tom uses. He clicks on the comment and it shows up on screen. Maybe I'll look into that. I think it's like StreamYard or something. But anyway, Do you think the injector is for data and power? I'm not too sure. There's speculation that it does do data. It's USB-C. We'll see. If it does do data, that's going to be great. Because having a Wi-Fi device, I mean, it kind of scares me having a Wi-Fi smart lock. Because I assume that this Unify smart lock isn't cabled into anything. It's going to be over Wi-Fi. Obviously, I'm still going to review it, and I'm still going to do videos on it. I don't think I'll have it accessing my front door, though. I might put it in my garage. We'll see. Is that what they said? Sensor doesn't actually glow? I'll have to look at it. I miss things all the time. Oops. Crap, I just exited chat. Bring that back here. There we go. There we go. On Reddit, Unify said that the Doorbell Pro will communicate with PoE. Oh, cool. Okay. And in the video, I'll be testing that out, but I'm not going to cut my wall open to put that PoE adapter in. When we first moved into this house, I already had to cut the wall open to move the doorbell cable. And I don't think I don't think I'll do it again. I don't even know if I have the same color paint at home. All wireless should scare you. Yep. And it does. The last thing I want to do, like if somebody did I don't want to talk about it. I don't know if I can talk about it on YouTube. But with wireless, you know, it's not the most secure. Do you trust the fingerprint? Not too sure. Not too sure. We'll see. I mean, for me, the fingerprint would be very easy to use. And I think Crosstalk mentioned it in his video that having a Ubiquiti just on your keychain and then just swiping it, like the NFC on it, would be awesome to do. But I don't know. So they did confirm in the comments. Okay, cool. I don't go on Reddit a lot. I post some things on Reddit, but it's pretty toxic environment. Oh, they did. Okay. Yeah, I haven't. Oh, look, we got the top comment. Sweet. Oh no, we don't. Why am I up top? Weird. Let's see. I'll look at it after. But as long as they confirm that, that's really good because a lot of people want that feature. I just wish they had a built-in Ethernet adapter. That would make it way better. Uh-oh. Albert, what are you doing? You just hit your keyboard? Let's see. I was thinking about that, the USB extension cable, yeah. I have a question. Do you live on... Nope. No, it's our house. Nope, no, we don't rent. Planning on saving to buy a new place. The wife wants a 4-bedroom, which would be good because I'm getting all this new guitar stuff. I need room to put all my gear. I don't have any wireless cameras. I mean, I do have where'd they go? They're somewhere. I have the G3 instance that I'll use. I mean, once in a while. I think a couple live streams, I had like a cat cam watching my cats, and then I'll immediately take it off after that. Stream looks good here. I haven't dropped any packets. Okay. My house is new and I had an Ethernet run to the door. Oh, sweet. See, a lot of people, like 98% of homes or 99% of homes, at least in Canada, they won't have Ethernet at the door. They're going to have your standard 2-conductor doorbell cable. I asked Unify and they said that the PoE adapter also connects the doorbell with LAN and not Wi-Fi. Okay, cool. So I would like to do, I don't know, maybe we'll have to cut into the wall. If we do cut into the wall, I'll probably hire somebody to patch it because my last patch job was not nice. The smart lock, I don't really know. It isn't, no, it's not out yet. Because all I see here is just that little asterisk in their video saying that the Unify smart lock's required. Oh, there'd be a lot sold out. The only reason I don't go to the EU store, like when I'm doing these live streams, because EU has, you guys have different laws there, so it shows everything that's in early access. The optional USB to PoE adapter will no longer than what is shown. Oh, I think it already is, Richard. I think it's already there, but it's probably sold out. Or it is sold out, I believe. Oops, that's not what I want. What am I doing? I still want to get my hands on this thing right here, the Unify Smart or Access key. I still have a bunch of videos coming out for Unify Access. So we'll see. I think this would be really, really good. I'm going to do a video, I think, connecting it to like a Fire panel. I have a, what do I have? It's like a power supply unit that has a Fire panel input. I think that would be good for people to see who are installing Unify Access. The USB-C to PoE adapter provides power and true wired connectivity to the G4 Pro. This connection will, oh cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll test it out whenever I get my hands on it or whenever it releases to the general public. Who is, I don't even know who QVC is. Video for the Ring Doorbell Elite. It's hilarious watching them explain QVC. Let me look them up on my side. Maybe I have seen them. YouTube. Oops. QVC. I don't even know who that is. QTV? I don't even know if this is the right... Is this the right people right here? I'll have to take a look. Yeah, so that's cool. Unify should make smart power... I don't know. I don't really trust smart door locks. We'll see, especially if they're over Wi-Fi. We have some like push pad door locks, but it's not network connected. I don't really have an opinion on the SE right now because I haven't tried it, and it's still in early access. So the only thing I could talk about is what they've released. So what I've seen on it, I think it's decent improvements. You got PoE for the ports. I forget what the wattage is, if it's really gonna, do anything special for us. And it has a 2.5 gigabit WAN. I forget what else they had. Was that it? I think that was the majority, like that was the highlight notes of the SE. Now the UDR, that looks cool. And I do have one. I haven't played with it yet, but I will before it comes out so that I'm prepared for my video series. Oh, gotcha. It's like a telemarketing type. I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. I've never heard of it. That's the first time I've seen it, but I will. I'll take a look at it. Another thing that just came out. I mean, this is nothing new, and I'm not going to do a video on it, but I'm probably going to start. I'm going to buy a box of it anyway. This has been released on the US store for a while. Is the Unify indoor cable. So we have our riser cable and then we have our plenum cable. So the plenum cable is $314, which isn't too bad. That's 1,000 feet. What I buy right now is vertical cable, and it's about $310, something like that. And then I have to pay for shipping on top of that. And depending on weight, it could be more. Going through Ubiquiti, I'd be paying $314 with free shipping. So if I like the cable, if the colors are, bright enough for me to see, then I'll probably start putting Unify cable everywhere. Heck, why can't I? There we go. They said power over internet. Yeah, I gotta watch it. It's probably hilarious. It's been awesome, very stable. Awesome. That's good to hear. I mean, there's a lot of people hate on the UDM Pros. I love the UDM Pros. I mean, for small business, for homes, I think they're great. Others just don't like them, which is totally fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I really hope they start addressing some of the routing and the top things that people are wanting from the Unify routing line. Let's see. You could connect the dongle at the doorbell itself rather than in the door. That way you are not messing with the wiring in the door jamb. Which are you talking about though? Like, are you talking about for the doorbell or the like lock thing that they're coming out with? Any video for SAP cables? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I could do a video on like what type of cables to buy. I don't know if I don't think I've ever done that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see about this. Unify's trying. You see this a lot. I got a ton of comments on that video, on my doorbell video, that Unify is getting into. They got to stick to their basics. Blah 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 blah. I mean, if they, and you know what, they need to push out what they already have because nobody could get stock, and I get about 100 stock comments a day on my YouTube. But if life would be so boring if companies, you know, stopped innovating. If Unify only worked on access points and switches, like they wouldn't be as popular as a company. They're putting out cameras. They're putting out. I mean, it looks like they're kind of getting into the home security automation type thing, and that's what I like to see. I hope they keep, you know, maybe hire a bunch more people to work on different projects separately. Keep your Unify routing and switching in access points. Keep that team there, and then have other people focus on the new things. I love seeing new gear. I think it's awesome. I have seen this. So somebody on Facebook Marketplace right now, where I live, they're selling the UDM Pro for $800, which is insane. It's like $500, I think. What is the difference between the cables? You mean here? So these two cables, one's riser and one's plenum. So the plenum is fire rated cable. If you have any type of plenum ceiling, you need to put this in. In homes, most of the time you can do CMR depending where you live. Yes, Ferris, smash the like button. We're at 94 people, 30 likes. Where am I? Yeah, I saw that the NVR Pro got released in Canada. It's a little expensive. They did, in all fairness, I do have a UNVR Pro. Ubiquiti did send it to me. So this still isn't out fully. It's coming soon. So it's like 600 and... Where is it? Where'd the price go? Okay, it's $630. Maybe that's not too bad, but that's $630, and then you have to buy all the hard drives for it. So you're probably looking at, you know, close to $2,000 for your NVR. Your cable states only 1 gig, but wouldn't it support 10 gig if it was Cat 6? Cat 6A is what supports 10 gig. You can run Cat 5e at 10 gig if it's a short enough distance. Do you think the Unify patch cable will throttle limit my connection? Nope. Well, I mean, if you're using Cat 7 everywhere, are you connecting at 10 gig, like all your end devices at 10 gig? I doubt it. So, I mean, it shouldn't throttle you, no. You run STP, so shielded twisted pair? We don't use shielded here unless it's for a specific use case. I would like to see a VPN client option. I hear the doorbell dongle is for the Ethernet PoE power so that you have Ethernet at the door. I hope so. Yes, they are the Apple of networking without the manufacturing. That's correct. I'm hoping the supply chain issues and the chip shortages and all that stuff, you know, end shortly, and then we can move on with our lives. Recently, for me anyway, they seem to have quite a bit of stock. Oh, that just sold out. So the Wi-Fi 6 long range was in stock for like a week and a half. I just bought another Wi-Fi 6 Pro. It's limited to 2 access points. I think this one I could buy 8 of them at a time. But they seem like every day, business day, they're coming back with more things. The one thing I'm not seeing come in is switches. Hey Cody, have you decided whether you're going to make a video about using pfSense in the? I don't know. I was going to, and I don't know. It doesn't really serve too much of purpose for me. Maybe it's just going to be double NAT. That's the whole thing. I don't really see a point of it. I guess if you had the UDM Pro already and you wanted, and then you buy a pfSense and you want to use the UDM Pro as a controller interface for your, Protect, Access, Talk, and Unify network, maybe I will. I mean, it would get me a lot of views. I think it would, but I just don't know if it's. I would never use it like that, to be honest with you. Kevin, good day. The Dream Machine Pro isn't even sold out in EU. Why are there scalpers for it? So I'm in Canada. So there's scalpers for it here. Because I don't know if it's sold out right now. It probably is. Yeah, it's sold out. I just bought a couple of them when it was in stock. Is there any... Where are we, actually? Hold on, let me get back to you. I run STP because there's like a 50% chance eventually the port will be used. Oh, okay, gotcha. HDMI, yep, that makes sense. So if you're talking about for bandwidth limiting on wired devices for Unify, I think it's just egress that you could bandwidth limit. That's it, not ingress. I use Cat7 due to future proofing. I'm running a 1 gig down and up connection. Just not sure if I should use. So I mean, you'll be fine if you're only doing a gig anyway, and it's a short distance, so you should be fine. But if you want, 10 gig connectivity, you could get slim. What is it? Slim Cat 6A monoprice. So you want to get something like this. I mean, you don't need to get slim. I like slim. These are Cat 6A. Come on. Slim Cat 6AN. So these will do 10 gig. Or you could buy Cat 7, whatever. I'm just saying Cat 6A. You need to do a all Unify with a UDM Pro management network video. What do you mean by that? Are you buying your inventory direct off of the Canadian site or the supplier in the near future and looking for a rep? So I buy the majority of my stuff directly from Ubiquiti. Strauss, how's it going? Yeah, so you only could do the bandwidth limit. I think I have a video on it, actually. Why aren't you loading? Let me go back to YouTube. Okay, that's weird. It's not loading my sites now. We're still good. I haven't dropped frames. Okay. All right, so bandwidth. Unify bandwidth limiting for wired and wireless network. So you want to check with this video. That's the limiting. How much longer do you think it will take for everything to it's probably going to be a while. Probably a while. I don't think they'll ever disable WPA2. At least for like another couple years. What would you recommend for a good outdoor cable, Cat 6? I would, in Canada. Okay, that's probably vertical cable. Just outdoor cable. 6 out. It depends if you're burying it or not. Like if you're putting it into the ground, you need direct burial, and that has like the gel fill. Let's see, vertical cable. Boop. Actually, Ubiquiti has some. That's Cat. Yeah, I would look up vertical cable depending where you buy it. My supplier for a lot of infrastructure things is TDL Canada. Hey, quick tip for showing chat on screen. There are free plugins. Yes, I do know that. I watch Lawrence Systems quite a bit, and I watch pretty well every one of his live streams. He has some plugin thingy, StreamYard or something, and I'll probably move to that. I just need to get some time to play with it. Did you see the 24 port Enterprise X2? Yes, I did, and I tried to get it, but they Ubiquiti wouldn't send it to me. Unfortunately, they're not. That was something they weren't really pushing. I do have the 24 port Enterprise PoE switch, and I love it. Unified Connect display, can't really talk about it. Don't know a lot about it either. It's still an EA. I mean, a separate management video. I think I did that in my last UDM video. Matt, how's it going from Sudbury? So yesterday, or sorry, not yesterday, when I released this video, the G4 doorbell, I was working on a video for an updated video for pfSense and Unify. So like full configuration. So that will be coming out tomorrow now. So we're using the pfSense 6100, a USW 24 PoE Pro switch, a couple U6 light access points, and then I think a 4K real link camera, just to put some firewall rules and stuff like that. Because the last time I did a pfSense and Unify video was in 2020, I believe it was. And the Unify interface has changed a lot. So we're going to redo that video, and hopefully people find it useful. A lot of people have been asking me for pfSense videos. This will be pretty much the same as my other pfSense videos, but we'll end up diving deeper into different things with pfSense in the future. Is there any update about the new UDR? I don't know. Not that I know of. I have no idea. We get the same updates as you would get. Mitch, I would assume so. It's probably a lot better, but I have one, but I haven't plugged it in yet. I haven't even played with it. But yes, even the UDM, like the base UDM, is better, I think, personally, than the USG. Does Unify have an auto reboot option for equipment like Wi-Fi access points? I don't think so. Not yet. But that has been that's been a topic that people have really wanted to like do scheduled reboots. Because I think Aruba Instant On, they have that where you could schedule reboots. What else was I going to talk about? I don't really have a ton. So G4 doorbell and then AMA. So ask me anything. What's coming up? So we're doing the video tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do for Wednesday. I need to do a review I need to do a video for the 4K real link camera. They sent me that a while ago. And I have rack studs that I get to do a video on. That will be a short video. Other than that, there's not a whole lot of new Unify products that I could, do videos on until they send me stuff or it comes into the Canadian store. Maybe I will do a video on different cabling and things like that. Really impressed by that router. Okay. Oh yeah, the AI bullet. I forgot about that. I think it has more RAM in it. Yeah, the AI functions. I think it goes like a further distance for the smart detections and things like that. Would you recommend it over the G4 Pro? No idea because I haven't tested it. I do like how they colored it black. I wish they would give you an option to have it either black or white. I think that would be great with all their camera line. I'm waiting because I don't want to buy the UDM and the UDR has Wi-Fi 6. That's true. And the price, maybe. We'll see if that stays the same when it releases. I do work with edge router stuff. Not a whole lot. I know it. I just don't work on it a lot anymore because not a lot of my clients use it. I bought there a week ago the Wi-Fi access points Nano, but I see the Wi-Fi 6 long range is a lot better. Is that true? It depends on your use case, but I love the Wi-Fi 6 long range. I did a video on Wi-Fi 6 LR compared to the Wi-Fi 6 Pro. The Pro, in my house anyway, did better. Okay. Gordon, like your new logo, what did you use to create it? I paid somebody on Fiverr to create it for me. Actually, we could look at that. How do I get to it? Oh, maybe we can't look at it. Yeah, we can. I just need to log into my NAS. Oh, okay. Here it is. Social media. that's kind of the new logo right there. I'm probably going to get a couple other ones done. We'll see. I wanted to integrate, I want to make some stickers. So when I'm going on job sites, I could throw stickers onto maybe like a blank patch panel faceplate. So we have my, I don't know, just a big M for Mac Telecom Networks. We integrate the Wi-Fi a little bit and then cabling. I don't know. I like it. I'd be interested to get more logos. I kind of want a futuristic logos. I wouldn't mind putting like an avatar of myself pulling cable, or I don't know. I'm not overly creative. Would you get on Unify's bad side if you did a video on split VPN? No, I wouldn't. I don't think. I mean, it's my channel, right? I could do whatever. I could really do whatever I want. In saying that, am I going to do that? Probably not. Hey Cody, did you have to go to schooling to be able to do what you do, or did you learn on yourself? So when I first started, I started pulling cable and stuff when I was about 14, 15 years old. So that was about 20 years ago now, which is kind of crazy. And at that point, like if I just being a cable installer when I was doing it, you weren't making a lot of money. So I went to school to try to be a cop. I'm not the cop type, so I went back to cable pulling, putting in security cameras, so on and so forth. And then I wanted to make more money, so I went to school for networking, computer networking. It had Cisco courses and all that. I got my CCNA in the first 6 months of my school, and then I got hired on with a bank in Canada, and then I dropped out. I never ended up finishing my school. So the majority of my stuff that I've learned has been self-taught. I saw some people painting their G4s. Yes, I saw that too. It was Mars Bars, I think his name is, on YouTube. Anybody in Canada needs a UDM, hit me. Yes, if you need a UDM, Jason's got one. Nerdfather from Sweden, how's it going? I wish the Unify firewall rules to lockdown networks wasn't all over the place. Had a lockdown VLAN option, so you could just create a guest network and it will lock down. It auto creates for you. I think Willie Howe just did a video on it. It was something about IoT networks, but he blocks. You just create a guest network and it just does it all itself. I used the Wi-Fi 6 Lite and was a bit disappointed. Well, it is the lighter version of it and a bit cheaper. You can boost the power and stuff like that, but you might cause yourself some issues. Thank you. I do like the logo. I think it looks good. The Doorbell Pro is very interesting. I wonder if the PoE injector could go in or near the chime box. I don't know. That would be interesting. I guess if you had an extension USB-C. The gradient. I'll have to take a look. Yes, that's true. That's true, Nerdfather. I guess I haven't read the Reddit post, but a lot of people have already said that this morning. If you're looking for help with firewall rules, we do network consulting. I charge $150 an hour, Canadian. You could go to our website or I don't know why I say our. I'm the only one who works for this company. I do hire some contractors to help me out with some projects, but this is my website. I need to figure out that logo. I just threw it up there, but you'd fill out a contact form and then, yeah, that's it. Let's see, where were we? Jay, no problem. Thank you for watching the videos. Appreciate it. Actually, the last month, I put out quite a few videos. I used to only do 2 videos a week. I don't know what I'm up to now. Let's see. Oops, I don't care about it. Okay, videos. So in the last 30 days, I put out 17 videos. I know some people don't like reaction videos to Ubiquiti stuff coming out, but I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know if there's a better way to format it. I had somebody comment on the video saying, "Oh my god, it was so short. It was only a 4-minute video for the Doorbell Pro." But I don't know what else I would have said about it. I could have kept rambling on about useless stuff. I think I kind of hit all the points. I missed that smart lock thing, but I didn't want to. I'm not going to make it a 10-minute video of me just coming up with stuff. I think I went over my top points, and then I had somebody else complaining. Oh, just showing that somebody came on the website from where I live. It's me. I had somebody else complaining that Ubiquiti's, not going commercial anymore, and they're doing residential. Well, the doorbell is for residential. They were saying that because there was a pizza delivery guy. I want to know when the pizza guy is at my house. I want to grab my food. Why does Unify have two interfaces? I think they should have moved. So they're trying to move everything probably to the new UI. And in the video that I do tomorrow with pfSense and Unify, it's going to be in the new UI. There are some things that you have to do in the classic version though. It depends on what's in your wall. Would you recommend using a Unify U6LR any part with? Yeah, it depends. You don't want to cause too much interference. Where in Canada? I usually get mine from Ubiquiti, but they're probably all sold out. You're looking for PoE++? Depending on how many ports you need to. Oh, no. Why is my? Oh, I dropped a few frames. I need to switch back to my fiber connection. Oh, it's available right now. Oh, I'm in the US. Crap. Here we go. Okay, so it's sold out. Let's see. You could buy this. Oh no, that doesn't have PoE++. So you'll have to wait till the Switch Pro PoE. I wonder TDL might have it. USW 24 Pro PoE. I hate how they do they need to redo their site. Drives me nuts. I can't ever find anything. Anyway, you might want to look at TDL Canada. Sure, I'm not dropping any more frames. Straight to the point. Yeah, I mean, I thought I did fairly quick. In that video, I wasn't even meaning to. I looked at, I think I looked at Discord or something, and somebody said, "Oh, the video came out," and I put away the pfSense, put away all my other stuff, and I'm like, this video, it needs to be released today. I didn't watch anything from CES. Actually, I can't say that. I watched the hookup. I watched a bit of his video on CES, but besides that, I don't even really know what was new. I think a lot of people are wanting the shorter videos. I did a poll though. So for my UDM full build videos, I was going to do them in like separate parts. So like, one part would be adopting devices. The other part would be, creating networks, creating Wi-Fi networks, doing firewall rules. So it would be like 10 videos to do the whole UDM. People wanted the, 40-minute video instead with time slices put in. But I think the way with how people's attention span go, like you look at TikTok's their best videos that they do on TikTok are like 7 seconds. Can't even get, so the injectors, yeah, the U6LR, the U6 Pro, they don't come with injectors. Javier, how's it going? I was wondering if your smart power plug with the latest firmware. So I took it out, the smart power plug, because it did reboot my modem once, but I'm dropping some frames right now. So let me know if it starts getting choppy. But it rebooted my modem once, and anyway, I just ended up taking out the smart power bar. I'm still using, but I don't have that connected with my modem. Is there any real difference between the UNVR and the UNVR Pro besides looks? So there's the extra bays, there's the front Ethernet. So you have your 10 gig and your 1 gig at the front instead of the back. Other than that, you could hold more camera storage. How do you find out what spacing you need for Wi-Fi mesh so you don't overlap the signals? So you could use their Unified Design Center, but you really need to do a heat map scan to get it correct if you're really worried about it. And I will be doing a video on heat map scans. I think NetAlley is sending me to do testing. I forget which one it is. Products. I want to buy it, but it's very expensive. I think it's this right here, the Etherscope NXG. So this tool does heat map scans. It does a ton of things, but it does heat map scans, and we're going to do some videos on it. I think this is about 15 grand, something like that. You'd have to look at the specs of the nano stations. I'm not 100% sure. It depends on which ones you get. Look at the power rating. The nano stations usually come with PoE injectors, though. Have you ever seen or heard about the Unify? I have seen it. It's in the US store right now. I can't get it in Canada, I don't think. No, they don't have it yet. They have this new DAC cable, which is different to me. I don't know the difference between it. I think it's just black cable instead of white. Is that a new logo? Yes, it is. It is a new logo. Well, so when you're looking at network tools, you're going to be paying a lot of money. It doesn't come cheap. There's a bunch of different Wi-Fi app scans. Like I never know how to say these. Oh, where is it? This one right here. I don't know how to say the name. But anyway, this one's about 15-20 grand as well. But that's why you hire people like myself, which I don't have one yet, but I'm hoping to grab something once I could save up enough money to get one of these heat map scanners. I'll probably end up going with the NetAlley one. Hey, how you doing, Werner? Yeah, 15 grand. Oh, who else reached out to me? Fluke reached out to me. So Lawrence Systems did a video on it. Actually, they've been pushing this a lot. I've seen more people than just Lawrence Systems. Search. How do I search his channel? Fluke. I forget the mod. Oh, right here. So the Fluke Link IQ field and test. I almost bought this, but it was out of stock, so I ended up buying a NetAlley one, which is an older device. But anyway, they're gonna send me this to do a video on, and I think it looks really good. This is for cable testing, toning, all that type of stuff. I hear black cables are outdoor and white cables are indoor only. It depends. I wouldn't be putting that black DAC cable outdoors. I don't think it's outdoor rated. You wouldn't really have. Yeah, it's passive copper. This one passive or active? This one's passive too. Let's see. Do you recommend it? Yes, I do recommend upgrading to 1.11. You should be on 6.5.55 because there was the log4j vulnerability and that patches it. So if you're not on 6.5.55, you're vulnerable to that. Yeah, I wouldn't buy anything. We're dropping frames. Am I still good? Oh, it seems like it's all right. Anyway, I wouldn't buy anything from eBay marked up. When I did a lot of work at the BMO banks, we used a USB dongle and some software. Yes, it was probably the one I was just showing, the one that I don't know the name of. That one's pretty popular. Is the stream looking all right, or is it buffering? Because I'm having an error right now. I'm not too sure, Sophie the Cat. That would be interesting, though, if you figure that out. Looks good here? Okay, yeah, it went away. It's just something's going on with my network. I should probably... My fiber connection's better than my copper connection. It has better upload speed. Oops. Oh, okay. That's actually fine. I think it... because you used that word there, we could hide... Or, oh, sorry, I hid that. Darn it. I didn't mean to hide your message, but I agree with you. Pedro, how's it going from Panama? I've actually wanted to come to Panama. I was going to book a vacation there years ago and I never did. It was buffering for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to get my fiber connection set up. I've been meaning to do another video on WAN failover as well, because I have an older video that had load balancing in it. Now load balancing isn't available in UDMs. Okay, perfect. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going. How long have we been going? Almost an hour. If I would have a USW Pro PoE and connect a port to US Flex over PoE and then connecting the camera. So what you need to do, work out how many cameras you're going to go, look at the max PoE budget of what those cameras are, and make sure your main switch or your switches can handle that. The door lock is available in the config. Yes, it is. I did notice that actually a while back. Let's see. Is it okay to use the UDM SE for Protect with 4 HD and 1 G4 Pro, or do I need to? No, you're fine on that. You're okay on that. Yep. That's only 5. I think the UDM Pros, I think they have a rating of 10 or 12 cameras maybe that they could use. What's the... Ooh, in Florida. I want to come to Florida. I love Florida. What's the best value for dollar and performance camera to grab in your opinion? I love the G4 bullets. They're probably my favorite camera. Oh, my cat's meowing outside my door now. She's smacking the back of the door. I love the G4. I mean, it's $239. It works great. The domes aren't bad either. But these I would put these more in buildings with drop ceiling, or, you know, if they have finished ceilings, putting these on the roof. I think these hide a little bit better than the G4 bullets. The G4 bullets are great for exterior. What is the best way to join an Ethernet cable? I have a situation where the cable is cut in half and you don't really running a new one, but you can get these splice kits. Ethernet splice kit. Okay, it's not showing up there. I probably oops. Cat6 splice kit. It kind of, I don't know if these are them. It might be something like this though. Yeah, it'd be something like this, right? You would have to splice, not this exact model. I don't know where you live and where you would get them, but you'd punch down the one side of the cable on these pins and then the other on that. Really, it's best to run a new one, but if you can't, something like that would be best. Let's see. I have a UDM Pro. UDM. I really like the look of the Pros. Does it connect to non-Ubiquiti PoE cameras, or so the Pro you have to, anything Ubiquiti is proprietary. You can't use like Reolink cameras on your UDM. You can't use Hikvision, whatever. It's proprietary. The cameras are a little bit more pricey, but it just works, and in my opinion, it works great. You could use the Keystone coupler as well. The splice kits will work. The splice kits is something you should use, but you could use a Cat6 coupler. You just have to terminate both ends with like an RJ45. Thanks for your wiring videos. You made me re-terminate about 70 cables. Awesome. And 20, yeah, so I've done a lot of cleanups where there's companies who just, you know, they have like 100 cables and they'll put RJ45 ends on and plug it directly into the switch. That's not the way to do it. If you do that now, I would switch the way you do it. Unify Protect, probably you could use Western Digital purples. I forget what they use. I think when they ship it out, it's a Toshiba. Battery backups are hard to find for small racks. The only ones that are fit in the I have, I forget, I just bought a few. I should do a video on them. I don't even know how long they last, actually. I need to go to Amazon Canada. Look at my orders. I bought the CyberPower I just don't know if this shows my address. Why not log out? That does it. Here, I'll just, no, I don't want to do that. Here, I'll just bring a bit of it on the, oh, whatever. Not showing my address anyway. Okay, so this is the Cyber Power. This is the one I have right now. I'm not too sure how long it lasts, but maybe I'll do a test on it. These things just fit in racks nicely. If you don't, it's just a 1U device. It's not overly heavy. It probably only will make your, I think it's a six outlet. Probably make your equipment last, I don't know, a couple minutes or something like that. But it's good enough. When running cable to my garage 100 feet away, would running individual cables be okay? I would run as hard cables to everything if you can. It would be better to run the hard cables back to one switch instead of adding a secondary switch in your garage. It depends what you use it for, though. They ship a Toshiba Loud HD. So all my stuff's in the basement. I don't really hear it. I used to have my NAS, my Synology NAS sitting on my desk. I rarely could hear that either. Okay, Cody, any suggestions? APC does have good stuff, yes. Any suggestions for a 1U rack PDU with internal invisible connections? I'm not too sure. What was I using? I forget what I was using. It's not a smart PDU. Just a rack mount PDU. I think it's a StarTech possibly. Yeah, it's this guy right here. That's the one I use. It works fine. Or you could wait till the Unify PDU comes out, when the Pro, whenever that's going to be available. Who knows? Yeah, video. Oops, my coffee's done. A video on battery backup setup. Okay, well we'll yeah, I'll work on something. Just throw a spare 4 terabyte. It works fine. That how I, okay, so yeah, the RJ45, you're gonna be fine. It really just depends on the, if it's outside, you need to get a outdoor splice kit. You tend to swap out batteries, and that's not too bad. I mean, if you're swapping out batteries every 3-4 years, that's actually okay. Let's see what that Cyber Power was rated. I forget. I have 2 of them sitting in my basement right now. So the ones I bought were only 500 VA and 300 watt. You can upgrade to 700, 1000, or 1500. The 700 is $299 Canadian. The 1500, which is their max, is $652. I have a 13-inch deep rack. No other brands fit. Oh, 13. Yeah, that's not too deep of a rack, really. Especially if you're looking at, like, if you're looking for you know, PDUs or UPSs, you'd probably have to get like a floor UPS that just sits on the ground. I can't really talk about the SE. I don't know about it. I mean, I know what you know about it, the video and things like that, but that's I haven't had any experience with it yet. But when it does come out, I will be doing lots of videos on it for sure. The Flex Utility, I think it's already here, is it not? I have one in my backyard. Are you talking about the utility box? Well, maybe it isn't here. Huh. Where did... Oh, I got mine through TDL Canada. Flex. I don't know why they don't have... Like, we barely have anything for accessories. Here, Flex Utility. Yeah, they got it at TDL Canada. I forget how much it is. I think it was like $50, maybe? 50 or 60 bucks. Yeah, look at TDL Canada. I'm not too sure if you need to be a I don't know if you have to be a company to be able to get it or not. If you do, just reach out to me and I could get them. I mean, I could sell it to you, I guess, and just get them to ship it directly to you. The Skyhawk drives aren't bad either. Yep. I've used those when I couldn't get Western Digital purple. Should I put a server rack in my uninsulated? It depends on how hot or how cold your garage gets. You'd always want to do like a moisture temp or a sensor in there as well. I had all my gear, if I don't know if you guys remember, but I had my gear in my cold cellar and it had a bit of moisture, but it was okay and it was running. And in our winters, we get about minus 30 Celsius. And it still ran fine, but I did notice a bit of moisture on the top of my one switch. And that's why I decided to pull it out of there. I have the same cyber power with the UDM USG. PoE I tested. It was about, oh really? 45 minutes? That's crazy. I guess I mean, that's really all. What do I have on mine? I have my UNVR Pro. I have my Synology NAT. Oh no, I don't. I don't know what I have on it anymore because I moved some things around. But yeah, this thing's really cool. And I really like these building to building bridges. I wish I had a job to do some more point. Actually, I may have a job coming up to do more point to multi-point stuff. So hopefully if I do get that, then I could videotape some more stuff. Go to there. Let's see. And these professional mounting kits, I have about 40 of them right now. I should be selling them for like $5 each or something. I find the AAA 1500 LCD fits my rack perfectly in a 2U unit, and then you could add on a 2U. Nice. Yeah, always being able to have you know, an expansion unit is good if you can. That's what we just, I forgot, I just purchased a NAS for somebody and we have an expansion just in case they need it. I've never used NextDNS. Maybe I'll take a look at it. I don't know what else I have to talk about. I already said this, but I'll probably be on here another, I don't know, 10-ish minutes. So ask your questions. I don't know if, oh. Okay, so this is my office right now. It's pretty messy. Dirt on the back. So this is my office right now. It's yeah, it's definitely could use some cleaning, but what I'm going to do, this right here, it's just a single table, and then this one is the L table, and I'm pretty closed in, like it's tight. So I'm gonna move this over to here, and then move this desk. It will go against the wall and push the L shape down. I did like having this side table here to put switches and stuff, but I think it will feel a little more open with the table hitting on the back. And then I could move my camera over to this side if I need. So I think that's going to be a good adjustment. And maybe I'll take down these little tree things. When we first got into the house, they were already stuck on the wall. Let's see. Share C4C. Yep. TP-Link has released a new Wi-Fi for the Amada. Which one was that? Was that the wall one? TP-Link Amada. When I'm looking at videos to do, I like TP-Link. I mean, I think it's a good platform for if you don't want to spend a crazy amount of money. It works decently. But when I release these videos, I almost lose subscribers when I do it. And it's kind of a hard thing to, you know, spend your time and then them not do overly well. So I got to kind of think of a solution with TP-Link. Let's see. Wi-Fi speed. Let's see where they knew. I have one of these. It's humongous. It's massive. Oh, EAP outdoor. So they're okay. So that looks kind of cool. I wouldn't mind testing that out. I know SPX Labs did a video on the TP-Link Wi-Fi 6 wall access point. Temperatures here could get from 100 to -10. Oh yeah, so it really depends. It really depends on, you might be all right. I would be more worried about moisture, to be honest. I don't understand Ubiquiti. They release products in EA which sells out in minutes and then become available again. So with EA, what EA is for beta testing, and when they originally released, like opened up in the EA store, it was for people who were, you know, kind of like me, or who they were to give feedback on their products to see if it's worthwhile to release. Now it's kind of, I don't know, everybody just bought. EA is kind of just like a different storefront now. Hopefully they start releasing more things into the general public though. No, the doorbell won't work. It will only work with Unify gear. Probably not. Would you recommend getting multiple static IPs from a network? It really depends. If you're a business, maybe. Hopefully Ubiquiti releases, they've been releasing a lot. We have your U6 Pro, we have your LR, we got the lights. I don't know if Grafana does map temperature and humidity. I've only played with Grafana with, I did a video on it. I forget what it was. It was something to do with Unify. The heck was that? Unify. Oh, I forget. It was some graph thing that did monitoring and whatnot. Luke, how's it going? From Kingston, Jamaica. Be nice and warm there, I'm sure. EAP outdoor. So the problem with I used to have contacts at TP-Link. He moved to a different division, and my new contact won't reach back out to me anymore. So getting new stuff from TP-Link, I'm probably gonna have to pay for, and I don't know if I want to. So I've been looking at starting Home Assistant as well, and maybe trying to integrate Unify with some things. And if I do, then I'll do some videos on it. When I think TP-Link and Linksys, I think terrible product and Linksys link system error. The TP-Link Amada is not bad. I mean, it doesn't support MDNS, which kind of sucks right now, and they just finally, I did a video on it last week. They just finally released two-factor authentication. They did have a log4j patch, but I think that was for an older version, so they need to patch it again. The Unify G3 Flex cams are hard to get everywhere. I have a couple in my basement, and I was lucky to get those. I don't have any issues with my viewport freezing, nope. I don't know about Wi-Fi 6E. We haven't seen any of it yet. Who reached out to me? So I have a switch, and I need to do a video on it. It's Ingenious 2.5 gig switch. They just released a Wi-Fi 6E access point, and I might be getting it. False rings with the wireless chime. I don't have a wireless chime. My wireless chime is or it's not wireless, it's hardwired right now. I wouldn't mind trying a wireless chime. I forget who did somebody did a video. It was, heck was it? Inside Wire. I believe he did a video on wireless chimes with the doorbell. All right, 5 more minutes. Ask your questions. I gotta get doing some things today. Nice and cool. I've only been to Jamaica once. We're supposed to have our wedding in Jamaica, though. I have unified cameras on Homebridge. Works great. Okay, so that's something I should test out. I hate Sonos. I mean, I don't hate Sonos, but I hate Sonos and Ubiquiti. I have one Sonos One. I don't know. I think you have to open way too many ports to get it to work properly, and I don't like that. I still have 3 on the shelf. Yeah, I don't need any more right now. I actually, where's my, I don't even know where it went. I had that alien head sitting back here somewhere, and there's a couple G3 Flexes just thrown in there. I am an iOS user. You should use script in Unify Protect for HomeKit secure video. Let me copy that actually. I'm not too big into home automation, but I mean, it would be pretty cool. I have a couple of smart lights, and like these lights that you see here, these Elgatos. Oops, now that I messed up the page. I would like to have one button to turn these on, turn my Nano Leaf at the back on, and all my other Elgato products. So that's why I think I'm going to do HomeKit. Or sorry, Home Assistant. For home automation, use Apple HomeKit. It integrates with Wi-Fi camera. Okay. There's just so many different, that's the thing. Like home automation, there's so much stuff. I can't wrap my head around it. I do use Pi-hole, yep. I think TP-Link Amada is decent. I haven't installed it into any of my clients' places, but I think for a home setup, it might be all right. Do you recommend Wi-Fi 6 lights for 2,500 square feet? You would probably need one per floor, depending where you are. The Wi-Fi 6 lights, I have one in my master bedroom. It works great. Should I upgrade my AP-AC Pro to the U6 Pro? Depending, is your your AC Pro not working well for you? The U6 Pro is great. I love it. Are you getting so the instant? They're not released to the public yet, are they? But once they are, I will be reaching out to my contact. One thing I did talk to them about or ask them is if we, like any content creators, myself, Willie Howe, Crosstalk Solutions, Lawrence Systems, if we could get stuff before it's released to the general public, just so we could know the insides and out of it, and then maybe do some pre-videos before it releases. We'll see if that happens. I think it would be a good idea. What do you find? What do you use to find corrupted, unfinished equipment so you can fix it? Which software? I hear Unify has a lot of corrupt. I haven't had any issues with corruption. My Sonos works great without opening anything. It just works. I'm confused. So are you using, what people really want to do is, so they want to have your cell phones and stuff on a different network than your Sonos, and broadcasting across the different VLANs sometimes doesn't work. Someone did tell me about I use the Lutron Light Hub. It's just with the dimmer switches. I haven't done a video on properly grounding the Ethernet runs for outdoor APs. No. For home automation, go with that stuff. Work with all the smart. Oh yeah, we'll see. I'll probably do whenever we get a new place or build a house. That's when more of the home automation stuff will come. Yes. Yeah, so just have everything on, because people want to have their phones on your management VLAN, which you shouldn't do. It should be on your, I mean, a phone is an IoT device. I'd like to use Unify Hotspot with a third-party app or third-party APs like the TP-Link Amada. I don't know if you could do that. I've never tested it out, to be honest with you. What's the benefit of having devices? Well, one, it creates a security boundary. You have a different broadcast domain, blah, blah, blah. There's a ton of reasons to do it, benefits to do it. Mostly it's for security. Is Unify the best 4K camera? I don't know if they're the best 4K camera. It just works well. I mean, it doesn't have license plate readers, things like that. There's so many different camera brands out there that to be able to review it all, you would have to be, your channel would have to just be surveillance cameras, and that's it. Who else would have it? I mean, Hikvision, they have some good 4K cameras, but there's a lot of controversy with them. Reolink, Axis, it depends on your budget, to be honest. Scott, you got it. That's awesome. Yeah, I have the G4, just the standard G4 doorbell, and I've been very happy with it. So with that downward facing camera, that's the biggest feature that I'm looking for. The thumb scanner and the NFC reader is really cool as well. Let's see. Where the heck am I here? All right. Well, one more minute. So I'll answer a couple more questions and then I'm out of here for the day. Homebridge plugin. I need to just look into a bunch of different home automation stuff. There's one guy, I don't know if I follow him. He's a big home assistant integrator YouTuber guy that I follow. So I'll take a look at a couple of his videos. So tomorrow, okay, videos coming out this week. Tomorrow will be pfSense and Unify. Wednesday, still unclear. I need to get that Ingenious video with the 2.5 gigabit switch. I need to get out a Reolink 4K video. If Ubiquiti releases any more firmware updates, we may do videos on that. They did release a Unify Access application update, but there really wasn't, anything to write home about. The rest of the Unify Access video series should be coming out as well. I just need to get around to videotaping it. Yes, put Hikvision on a dedicated VLAN. No, I think I did a video on Hikvision camera. I did, and connecting to my Synology NAS where it is on a separate VLAN. Do you think that the U6 mesh will come out? I have no idea, no clue. Do you think any better 4K cameras will? I'm not too sure. The G4 Pros are the only ones that I know of. They've been out, they've been out for a little while. I think it's a good camera. For the price point, I still kind of would go with the G4 Bullet though. I set up Unify to turn on my outside lights with smart switches. And I set up my Unify to turn on my lights outside with smart switches and bulbs. Maybe? You probably do that with some sort of home automation. Oh, my cat is going insane. Okay, I'm out of here for the day. I appreciate everybody for coming by. Hit that like button on your way out. I'll be back live next Sunday at 11 a.m. and watch out for my videos. Thank you for everybody for coming by. Take care.